The Rosen Brothers were one of the most celebrated Florida land salesmen. After having made a fortune in Baltimore, selling televisions and then selling things on television, they especially made a fortune selling a hair tonic called Charles Antel. They had on television, they had a person with a magnificent mane of hair, and he brought a lamb in front of the camera, and he asked the question in this terrible French accent, "Have you ever seen a beau lamb?" And the idea was lanolin is the reason you don't go buy. And with these millions of dollars, he was nonetheless suffering from arthritis. And in the mid-1950s, Leonard Rosen is taking the waters of Punta Gorda, Florida, and he sees a sign that changed his life. The sign said $10 down, $10 a month. And it was like Saul on the road to Damascus, this moment of epiphany. And Leonard Rosen thought he could sell land just like he had sold hair tonic. And he purchased 1,700 acres of land on the Caloosahatchee River, a place called Redfish Point. And they renamed it Cape Coral. And if I would ask you, what's the largest city in 2006 south of Tampa on the Gulf Coast? It's not Bradenton, it's not Sarasota, it's not Fort Myers, it's not Naples. It is Cape Coral, Florida, with about 125,000 residents. This is a city that did not exist until the late 1950s. It was one of the great land sales jobs in Florida history. They bulldozed everything over. They built 3 model homes. They brought in an aggressive commission sales force. They had Watts machines. They brought tourists to Cape Coral by airplane. Had tag team salesmen. They had listening devices in booths. If you forgot your checkbook to make your down payment, as an excuse not to put a down payment, they had blank checks from every bank in America. And Cape Coral was one of the great success stories. But there were so many more. The places like Port Charlotte and Lehigh Acres and Miramar. Literally thousands of instant cities created in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s.